We are live from Ridgeway for the Home Talent League Game of the Week, streaming here live on YouTube. I'm your host, Brian Carrevu, joined by my play-by-play announcer, Ben Magnus Hofferman. Ben, how's it going on this wonderful Sunday?
I'm ripe.
You're right. It is a hot one outside today. I shouldn't say so hot. It's probably in the 80s and muggy. It's the mugginess more than anything. And we're joining you here in the bottom of the first as the first pitch got started 10 minutes before the scheduled game time. How Home Talent League is that?
Well, I want to say that was very Home Talent League, but they went without the national anthem. That's not Home Talent League. I thought that was mandatory.
Yeah, that would have taken a few extra minutes here. So it's already the bottom of the first, and it is a 0-0 game. So Oregon, in their first time up to bat, pushed no runs across the plate. But Ridgeway, the home team, is coming up to bat here now in the bottom of the first, and I'll go through the starting lineup for your Ridgeway Cardinals. Leading off today is number 9, Miles Raleigh, playing center field. Right field. Batting second, number 24, Adam Halverson, the second baseman. Batting third, number 3, Mitch Heinemeyer, your shortstop. Batting cleanup, number 31, Chris Thousand, the designated hitter. Batting fifth, number 23, Tyler Smith, out in left field. Batting sixth, number 8, Dusty Alfred, your center fielder. Batting seventh, number 34, Adam Calvert, the catcher. Batting eighth, number 12, Joey Dolphin at first base. And batting ninth, number 22, Robbie Schlimgen at third base. The pitcher today not batting, number 11, Brant James. We'll have more on him next time he comes up to pitch.
There's nothing that proves that that's these people's actual names. I'm starting to think that they just put one over on you. Dusty Alfred, Chris Thousand, Joey Dolphin. No, those are not real names. I'm sorry.
I think they are. They are awesome names.
Did you ask for photo ID?
Next time I will have to.
Yeah.
On the mound for Oregon right now, warming up, is number 24, Adam Heath.
Oh, so okay, Adam Heath. I believe that one.
That's a normal name. That's still an awesome name.
Is it? Why is it awesome?
They're all awesome.
That's so polite of you. We are sitting very close to the bench, and if we are very polite today, that is why.
Everyone can hear us. The players, the umpires. We have to mind our P's and Q's this afternoon.
Everyone can hear everybody. We'll do the guess the attendance a little later on, but it's not much.
All right. Leading things off here is number 9, Miles Raleigh for Ridgeway. He takes a first pitch ball. And on the second pitch, he fouls one off to even the count, 1-1. The pitcher for Oregon, Adam Heath, he kind of has, it's not much of a windup. It's almost coming out of the stretch, even though no men are on base. And Miles Raleigh sends one to deep left field. It is caught up to by the left fielder, Jack Summers, so that is the first out. But he had to cover quite a bit of ground to catch that ball.
Well, they say that your first reaction should be to take a step back on a fly ball. He took a first, second, third, fourth, and fifth step back, and that's why he had to cover a lot of ground.
He catches the ball nonetheless. And that brings up the second hitter, number 24, Adam Halverson. Halverson also doubles as the team's manager. So he's pulling double duty today. Takes a first pitch ball.
Sorry, go ahead.
Heath working from the stretch.
I was going to say we can't give him any grief because he got us an extension cord. That's the only reason you can even hear us today.
Yes. We have to thank the Ridgeway Cardinals for getting us an extension cord, allowing us to get from the outlet to our spot nicely behind home plate. Halverson fouled one off to even the count, 1-1. Third pitch inside. Halverson looks at it. So 2-1 count now. Heath deals, and we have a ground ball to the shortstop. Logan Lasky picks it up and throws it over to the first baseman, Alex Ripple, for the second out for the Cardinals.
Unique sounds on the lumber here today.
It is kind of a amphitheater type of feeling in that it's not a natural amphitheater, but we're kind of on an elevated concrete platform right behind home plate. Up to bat right now is Mitch Heinemeyer. He took a first pitch strike, the number 3 batter for Ridgeway. And he fouls off the second pitch, so now he faces an 0-2 count.
Based on the speed and trajectory of the kid that chased that foul ball, I'd say they do not have any rewards for chasing those down.
And here Heinemeyer hits a liner up the middle. This one's going to go for a single. The center fielder briefly bobbled the ball, but cradled it in. Not enough for Heinemeyer to advance any bases. So, first hit of the game for Ridgeway as Heinemeyer gets on base.
Update on that foul ball. The young man took a pit stop at the swing set, so yeah, there were definitely no reward for chasing those down.
No money, no hot dogs, no bubble gum. And Chris Thousand hits a grounder to third base. This one is thrown out by Ross Galloway of Oregon, so that's going to end the inning. Ridgeway gets one on base, but it all goes for naught. At the end of one complete, the score is 0-0.
Give me some tunage.
You're going to have to hang on a second.
Give me the good
In
one.
our first broadcast of the year, we're working on between innings music.
Give me the one with the Middle Eastern flair. You got that one?
Well, I'll give you this one for now.
All right.
The batting order for the Oregon Orioles here in Sunday's Home Talent League Game of the Week, even though it's now the top of the second and a few of these players have already batted. Leading off is number 11, Ross Galloway, the third baseman. Batting second, number 4, Dom Maurice at second base. Batting third, number 10, Logan Lasky, the shortstop. Batting fourth and leading off this inning is Sam Schrenthaler out in center fielder. Batting fifth, number 20, Alex Ripple, the first baseman. Batting fifth, number 24, Adam Heath at first. Batting sixth, number 2, Pat Summers, the catcher. Batting seventh, number 17, Ian Galloway out in right field. Batting eighth, number 44, Brian Putnam, the designated hitter. And batting ninth, number 27, Jack Summers, the left fielder. So, as I said, leading off this inning, Sam Schrenthaler took a first pitch ball. And the second pitch, way high. 2-0 count, he's ahead. On the mound for Ridgeway is Brant James, and we have a fly ball to left field. So Schrenthaler flies out to left for the first out of the game, or the first out of the inning, I should say.
Take a pitch out there. Good boy.
All right. Taking a ball down low, coming up to bat now.
Hey, get ahead. Here you go. Good, Grant.
I'm trying to work my way through the... I'm not sure who that was batting. I believe that was Alex Ripple. I have written down that he's number 20. He had number 21. I still believe it was Alex Ripple, and he rips a single.
Number 20 is his twin. They both have shoulder-length hair flowing in the wind.
Number 24, Adam Heath, is up to bat now. This is Oregon's pitcher. He watches a first pitch ball. And so with a runner on base, Heath is looking to help his own cause here this afternoon. Heath shows bunt. It goes foul down the third base line. He didn't show bunt till the very last second on that play.
No, I don't know if he knew he was bunting.
If that was a last second decision or not. Anyway, it goes as a strike. Adam Heath back in the batter's box now. He swings away. This one's a grounder to short, and it's going to be an error on number 3, Mitch Heinemeyer. So now there are runners at first and second for Oregon.
Yeah, his glove rode up a good half foot. The ball just rode the ground right on through his legs.
So runners in scoring position for number 2, Pat Summers, the catcher. Left-handed batter coming up. Only one down so far for the Orioles. He takes a first pitch ball down low. Brant James working out of the stretch with men on base now. This one catches the outside corner. Evens up the count 1-1. The pitcher for Ridgeway making his first career Home Talent League start today.
So much pressure.
This one's up high. 2-1 count. Recent high school graduate. He has played, just not pitched before. So his first start on the mound. Another one down low. So Summers facing a 3-1 count right now. Runners on first and second. Opportunity for the Orioles to be in business here if they can either push the runners up or by chance get one in. But no, it's not going to be. Well, they push the runners up, just not going to push in a run as Summers takes ball 4. So the bases are chalked for the Orioles for a team that has not scored all that many runs this year. They are 1-5 on the season. Their lone win was a 1-0 victory.
See, I never would have guessed that. They look sharp. You had to ruin it for me. I thought we were going to watch a very competitive ball game.
Well, we still very well might.
They're threatening here.
Number 17, Ian Galway, swings at the first pitch, and on the second takes one to left field. It's going to be an out, but we're going to have a play at the plate, and we've got a double play. So, number 21, Alex Ripple, tried to score from left field on the fly ball to left field from third base.
That ball beat him by a good 10 feet.
Yeah, it was not even close. So at the end of 1.5, the score remains 0-0. Bottom of the second here in Ridgeway. 0-0 game thus far. Orioles threatened last inning as they had the bases chalked, but hit into an inning-ending double play as the runner on third tried to score on a fly ball to left field, thrown out at the plate. Seemed to be a poor choice.
Yeah, not even close. They pretty much ran themselves out of that inning.
So Oregon goes to play defense this inning, and coming up to bat will be number 23, Tyler Smith, leading off, followed by Dusty Alfred and then Adam Calvert.
Dusty Alfred, that's the best.
Tyler Smith is the team's left fielder.
The attendance has doubled. I think they heard the war hoops after that double play. Just brought some people out of their bedrooms.
The attendance doubled from 5 to 10 today here at the ballpark.
Don't be ruining our guess the attendance game. Also,
It's more
totally
than that.
Inaccurate.
It's more than that. I'm exaggerating.
I like how it says 330 down the left field line, 340 left center, and then it just gives up. Like we're supposed to use some Euclidean theory to figure out what it is to right center.
To right field, is that a net above the fence?
Yeah, what are there cheapies here?
I'm
Like Wrigley Field netting?
yeah.
I think they don't want to lose any balls.
They do. They want to prevent, because there's woods. Okay, number 23, Tyler Smith, just got hit on the shoulder by the pitch, so they're getting a runner on right away.
Is he going to rub it? Nope. Okay.
That one barely grazed him, so I don't think he even had to. All right, so Ridgeway in business here at the bottom of the second. Coming up now, Dusty Alfred, the team center fielder. He shows bunt. It gets down right to the pitcher. Just going to take the easy out at first base. Had no chance for a double play, but that counts as a 1-3 putout.
Dusty Alfred is a mosier. He did not get down the line very quick.
Tyler Smith advances, however, so runner on second for the Cardinals, bringing up Adam Calvert, his first at-bat of the game. The team's catcher, left-handed hitter, takes a ball for his first pitch.
Do wide hips help or hurt when you're running? Very slim in the hippage.
Yeah, I would say that would only help.
To be slim?
Well, unless you
Yeah.
were like 7'2". Got a bouncer to second. Being thrown out is Calvert, but once again, at least advances the runner. So they're not hitting the ball hard, barely hitting it all. But all that counts right now is that Tyler Smith's on third base in scoring position.
Is there something good on TV tonight, or this game is flying by? They got the game started. They skipped the national anthem.
Number 12, Joey Dolphin up to bat, the team's first baseman.
He's pretty close. Should I just ask him what his real name is?
Swings and misses. Or was that one just barely?
He tipped it.
He tipped it, okay.
Catcher.
Foul ball.
Catcher couldn't hold on. Can't practice that, as they say. Stealing that line. And if I say anything that makes sense, I probably stole it.
Ridgeway has hit 5 homers this season. They
Ooh.
lead the Western section, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
Again, we don't know what it is down the right field line. That could be 220 for all we know.
Ball
Well,
high.
If you look down the right foul line, the fence cuts in. It might actually be 220 right at the line.
Dolphin fouls one backwards.
It comes jutting in almost.
Yeah, it does. You can see why Ridgeway might lead the Western section in home runs right now. If they hit him out to right field out there, that is a short porch. Dolphin blasts one foul down the third base line and past third base. But that one almost, the fans along the sideline had to be watching out for that one.
They do have an advert in right field on the fence for Stats Fencing.
Here's another one. Dolphin bounces this one almost in the same area. This one a blooper, however.
Fan makes a good play on it. But yeah, they got an advert for Stats Brothers Fencing. I think they might just be showing off in right field there. They just putting some more fencing up there to show you what they can do.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a steal attempt at home.
He just stole home.
He
folks.
just stole home. Wow, I was not expecting
We were
that.
talking about Heath's delivery, and he was not paying any attention to that runner. He was over halfway when that ball left his hand.
Tyler Smith scores the first run of the game, so Ridgeway up 1-0 on the steal of home base. I'm surprised. Was that a full count too?
No, that was ball 3. So that
Was
forced the
ball
full
3.
count.
Forced the full count. Dolphin now hits a grounder to third. This one's gobbled up by Ross Galloway for the third out
a good
of
thing they
the
stole it.
inning. But yeah, they got the run across the plate on a steal of home base. That may be the first time in Home Talent League Game of the Week history.
Oh, that's for sure. It came in low. The catcher couldn't hold on to it, and that's how there was no play at the plate. It got by the catcher, so he slid on in.
So a steal of home plate. Very interesting. Bottom of end of 2. The score 1-0 Ridgeway. All right, top of 3 here in Ridgeway. The score 1-0 after Ridgeway gets on the board last half inning.
I feel like we should have been more excited. I'm not prepared for anything exciting to happen. I'm being too honest.
Yeah, I mean, that's as exciting as it gets in Home Talent League baseball.
I'm exuding like the mundanity of home talent ball, and I shouldn't be. Like, I'm supposed to be making this exciting.
Yeah.
Right? Can we try that again?
And he steals home.
He just stole home base. Jackie Robinson is alive and well at Ridgeway Park. Is that no?
That's much better.
All right.
Much better. All right, coming up to bat this inning for the Orioles is designated hitter Brian Putnam.
What a slap in the face to Jackie Robinson.
He hits a little dribbler right past the pitcher, and Brand James hauls it in. It was a close play, but he just had to, I don't know, what would you call that, a little toss over to the first baseman?
Yeah, he just had to stumble his way down to first. That was like watching a race between ice melting and paint drying, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost as if the first baseman could have maybe fielded it himself, but then he would have had to race over to the bag to tag it. Anyway, coming up now is number 11, Jack Summers.
I was just going to talk about how people aren't running too quickly, and Summers gave me some speed down to first there. It's just too hot to run, I think, is all it is.
So, second out as Summers grounds out on that one. And that's bringing up the top of the lineup. Or pardon me, I'm sorry, that was Ross Galloway. That was Ross Galloway getting the second out.
Hey,
And now Dom Maurice is up.
you were saying you like everybody's name. Why don't we just say everyone's the top of the lineup in our hearts? Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to be so nice to everyone today. I don't like it. This number 4 is a bastard. Can we say that?
You can.
It could be true. It could be true.
There are no holds barred in the Home Talent League Game of the Week. 4 straight balls puts Dom Maurice on base. So with 2 down, Logan Lasky, the team's number 3 hitter, coming up to bat. For the first time as well, the Home Talent League Game of the Week being broadcasted on YouTube. How about that, Ben? We can reach the masses.
That's why I'm a little tentative. I know how far this is reaching. It took me 2 innings to say bastard. Normally I do that in the first half inning. It's amazing what you'll stumble onto on YouTube.
Brant James with the attempted pickoff at first base. But Maurice makes it back in time as he slides into first.
If I could give a shout out to Jimmy Snuka and the Chicken, look that one up on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, living up to the YouTube standards, we've got our work cut out for us.
One of us
Logan
has gotta take a nut
Lasky
shot.
took a ball. And now watches a strike. Knee level strike. So 2-1 count now. Another pickoff attempt from James to first. Maurice slides in once again, beats the throw. Next pitch down low. So 3-1 count here in the bottom of the third at Ridgeway. Brant James struggling a little bit. 7 out of his last 8 pitches have been balls. Watches another one go down low as Lasky gets on base with the ball, base on. So now runners on first and second, bringing up Sam Schrenthaler. Schrenthaler was the team's Oregon's All-Star representative last season. He's got ducks on the pond right here with an opportunity to push some across. Watches a first pitch right down the middle.
Looks like he was taking a strike, maybe. Once again, we're close enough. I feel like I should just be asking them.
Schrenthaler watches another one, but this one low and outside.
Although if I'm asking him anything, I want to know what product he uses because his hair looks so soft. Doesn't that look soft? He's got to use conditioner.
He's got a mane coming out of the batting helmet. This time he sends one to left field. Left fielder's got to get on a run, and it goes over his head, over Tyler Smith's head, the guy who stole home. That's going to score one, possibly.
Nope, he's holding up.
He holed up at third base, but that's pushing across Dom Maurice. So game all tied up 1-1 now as Logan Lansky at least advances to third. And Ben, are we scoring that one an error or a hit?
Oh, man. Gut reaction is that's an error. He did not take a very good angle on that. That was a tough ball in the alley. He was running after it, but he went.
He did take
he
a bad
went in an
angle.
arc.
I'm giving him a hit. It's going to go down as a double for Schrenthaler.
Once again, we're sitting right in the crotch of the Ridgeway bench here. That's a hit.
That's a hit.
That's a hit all day, kids.
Although the left fielder definitely, Tyler Smith, could have played that ball better. I suppose Smith gets a little bit of leeway seeing as he scored the.
Yeah, in his head, he's still going through Jackie Robinson.
It's still going through his head. And we have another run-scoring hit here as number 21, Alex Ripple, pushes across one. A second one tries to score, and it is safe. The umpire did not give a signal at first with his hands.
That was very odd.
Okay, so what is that score? That is a 7-2-4 put out at second base.
7-2-4 put out. And a classic absolutely no call at home plate.
Yeah, so
there was a good conversation on it, though.
The umpire had to check to make sure, I guess, if the runner touched the base, first of all, touched home plate, and then the catcher was holding on to it. Anyway, as it stands, Oregon does push 2 more across the plate, so it's now 3-1 at the end of 3. Pardon me, at the middle 3, and we'll try to figure out this 7-2-4 double play when we come back.
Bottom of 3 is brought to you by Mountain Dew SA. Stand up and put your hand over your heart as Code Red, Whiteout, and Voltage combine 3 incredible flavors of Mountain Dew in a patriotic anal blast of natural and artificial sweeteners. You'll hold Mountain Dew SA to be self-evident as you slide onto this saccharine suppository of the size and importance of the Washington Monument. So get to the store to chug while you chant, Dew SA, Dew SA.
Bottom 3 here at Ridgeway. The Cardinals now in a hole after last inning giving up 3 runs. And the very last play being a very odd one. It goes down as a run-scoring single, but as 2 runs pass home plate, the catcher then fired it down to second base as the runner at first tried to advance.
The extent of the signal from the home plate umpire was to point at home plate. I think the catcher knew what the call was, but the rest of us didn't.
Robbie Schlimgen at the plate now. His first at-bat of the game for the Cardinals.
The interesting thing there is that the home plate umpire's water bottle is in Ridgeway's bench area. So immediately after that, to remain hydrated, he had to risk the angry Ridgeway catcher.
Schlimgen takes a ball down low. Count now 3-1. And this one is lined to third base. It is gobbled up by Ross Galloway. And it was not a put out at first. The third baseman had to tag out the runner.
Pulled him off the base into the base line, and he stood there and waited for him to approach and tag him. It sounds a lot better when you describe it. It was pretty clumsy in action.
It still goes down as a 5-3 put out, just not tagged out at first base.
We'll see if the home plate umpire moves that water bottle. I mean, I'm not keeping my Dew SA in his ball bag. Not after. I mean, he's close enough. He can hear everything I'm saying.
Top of the order coming back up now, number 9, Miles Raleigh, leadoff hitter for Ridgeway. He comes up with 1 down. He swings and hits a blooper to the shortstop, and it's misplayed, and Logan Lasky does not have time to fire it off to first. That is going to go down as an error.
Right off the bat, that hit into the dirt about 1.5 feet in front of home plate and bounced all the way over to short. He didn't come up and take that on the bounce, which he should have.
Yeah, it was a high chopper.
It short hopped and just ate him up.
Adam Helverson comes up to bat now.
More energy in my calls on errors than on stealing home. I'm just being an ass.
Helverson shows bunt, and we have a steal attempt. And that one's going to go off the shortstop's glove. So Logan Lasky not having a very good inning here. That one kind of hit, his glove kind of hit the sliding runner.
Yeah, I couldn't see if he quite caught it entirely. The ball beat him, but the tag was into the diving runner, and he lost control of it.
Yeah, they all kind of, the ball, the runner, and the fielder all kind of converged at the same time. Anyway, Raleigh has a stolen base, and Helverson now fouls one off.
Kids aren't even giving chase to that one.
Somebody will have to eventually. 1-1 count now for Helverson.
Yep, there goes the player.
Timeout's called.
If I was a player, I'd be like, I'm paying for the hot dogs. Just get these kids running. Good old-fashioned parenting.
Heath steps off the mound, trying to keep Raleigh honest there as he leads off second base. Heath very paying attention to the runner anyway. On a curveball, Helverson hits it to short. He's thrown out. The shortstop once again just bobbled it for a second. Lasky does throw him out, however.
Yeah, he made that play a little more interesting than it should have been, but he got him out.
3 plays in a row, Lasky has bobbled the ball of some sort. At least this time he recovered in time to get the out, although the runner advances. So Raleigh now on third. Mitch Heinemeyer now up to bat for Ridgeway.
An honest soul who gave you his real name. No one's making up Rich Heinemeyer.
Heinemeyer takes a first pitch ball. And so the opportunity is there with a runner on third to push one across, but 2 outs going to make it difficult. And Adam Heath throws a very soft pickoff attempt to third,
Yeah.
more or less just to make Raleigh go back to the base. This one is a strike down low from Heath. So evening the count 1-1.
The dugout is a little in our way as far as third base goes. The runner could be doing jumping jacks over there, for all I know.
The sight lines are not the greatest, but Heinemeyer sends a high pop fly to center field. It is caught by Sam Schrenthaler for the third out. Would have thought he almost would have lost that one in the sun.
Perhaps.
What is it, partly cloudy today, Ben?
Yeah, I'd say that.
Okay. Anyway,
We can come up with something more poetic here during the music.
end of 3. Score remains 3-1 Oregon.
Dapple clouds.
Top 4 here at Ridgeway. Back out on the mound is Brant James, as we said, making his first career start. Not going the way he wanted so far, but it's early. You know, if you can give up 3 runs, it's not good to do it in 3 innings, but you know, if he can double it and do 3 runs in 6 innings, it doesn't look so bad.
He actually got lucky too with that double play, coming in off third on that tag up on that fly ball, which was a big mistake. Got himself out of a jam there, so it could be a whole lot worse than 3 runs at this point.
James is giving a relief to Zach Arneson, who's kind of working on an every other week basis as the pitcher for Ridgeway. Arneson was Ridgeway's all-star representative last season. There was a first pitch ball from James here and a second pitch ball as well at eye level. As Adam Heath bats now, so pitcher versus pitcher. And it's a 2-0 count. Make that 2-1 as Heath watches a strike at knee level. And we're going to see what pitcher gets the best of which one in this at-bat. Another strike on the inside, an off-speed pitch from James. Evens the count 2-2.
That was a good pitch.
Very nice.
Not a whole lot you're going to do with that one.
Yeah, can't blame him for watching it. And another curveball. This one is a liner out to second base as Helverson grabs it.
That was the same pitch. He had to go after it. Dug down. Liner straight to second.
It had to help seeing the first one and then being prepared for what was coming next. Anyway, 1 down now for the Orioles. Pat Summers up to bat. He reached on error his first time up. Or pardon me, he reached on a ball, base on ball. It was Heath who reached on an error his first time up.
0-2. 2-0, I should say.
2-0 count.
That one nearly in the dirt.
Another ball up high with Summers ahead in the count. He can afford to be picky.
Not a whole lot of control here from the pitcher. Looks like he's having a hard time finding his spot.
There he finds one finally. When he had to, with the count 3-0, he finds a strike. So 3-1. Summers now will be up to him. Whether he can take this one, it's going to have to be perfect. He swings away and fouled down the third baseline. So that's going to make it a full count. What started as a 3-0 count, now full. So the payoff pitch coming up. It's an off-speed pitch, and it is a strikeout. Summers thought that was outside and actually took a look back at the umpire. But that is, believe, the first K of the game.
That was, without a doubt, a strike.
So looking strikeout, backwards K. And now coming up is Ian Galloway. He flew out to left field his first time up.
And he swung at a ball there. Strike one low.
He was the one who hit into the 7-2 double play that went from, he flew out to left field, but the left fielder threw out the runner at home.
Watch that one come through. That was questionable. That looked like a strike to me.
1-1 count here. James deals. Off-speed pitch. Getting Galloway guessing. So 1-2. James got to feel good. Now he's ahead. The pitcher ahead in the count. And another K.
Man.
Another looking. James is catching fire, so ends the inning with 2 straight looking strikeouts on off-speed pitches.
That was an inning of mistakes. That was 3 up and 3 down, so I don't know. Sometimes things go your way.
Yeah. New ball game here. 3-1 Oregon, middle of 4. Bottom of 4 as Heath comes out to work the bottom of the 4th inning. Interesting to note, Oregon's pitching, I don't want to say woes, but last week Oregon lost a 1-0 game to Schulzberg-Benton. In that game, their shortstop Logan Lasky pitched all 11 innings, and they lost the game 1-0 on a walk-off walk. He walked the winning run in the 11th inning.
That's brutal.
So Heath, of course, after Lasky pitched 11 innings last week, that's tough to come back from, even at the home talent league level where you get 7 days off in between games.
Yeah, and after that game, he just did a lot of drinking and giving crooked looks to everyone on his team.
An 0-1 count now for Chris Thousand, and that was a ball, so 1-1 now. Thousand has 2 home runs on the season for Ridgeway, and he gives a good swing at this one, although this one's not going to get over the fence. Fly ball to center field. Sam Schrenthaler catches it, and that's the first out.
Chris Thousand's got the build of your classic home talent slugger.
He does.
Getting all his weight behind the ball.
So Ridgeway, they've got some power, although they're going to have to get it going this game if they want to make up that 3-1 score, that 3-1 deficit. Tyler Smith coming up to bat. Mr. Stealing Home. He watches a first pitch strike.
How much weightlifting do you think your average home talent league team does?
Oh, man. Negative.
Negative, yeah.
Negative.
What's the opposite of weightlifting?
12-ounce curls.
Yeah.
They
well,
do a lot of those in the home talent league. 2-0 count faced by Smith. He swings at this one. This one's going over the head of the shortstop, so that'll be a single.
Good clean hit, a crisp hit.
Go, Dusty. Keep it going.
That's going to bring up Dusty Alfred with runner on first. Alfred, the team's center fielder.
I feel like that was the kind of little snapshot that John Cougar Mellencamp would make an insufferable song about. Sucking on chili dogs down at the Tasty Freeze.
Alfred had the little dribbler to the pitcher his last time up, so he'll look to get a better bat on the ball this time around.
Not to take us away from the game, but can you explain that line from John Cougar Mellencamp's classic Jack and Diane? Who sucks on a chili dog?
Maybe that's a euphemism for something.
Oh my God!
Swing and a miss.
What would make it a chili dog?
I don't want to know.
What's a chili job? Oh, she's loose. She'll give you a chili job. Like, what the hell?
It's a loose broadcast here on YouTube as well. We have a steal attempt, and it's a swing, so maybe that was a hit and run. As it is, it's going to be an out at first, so grounder to shortstop. That's a 6-3 putout, but Tyler Smith does advance. Perhaps thanks to the stolen base attempt. It could have been an inning-ending double play otherwise.
I can't think baseball. I'm just thinking what dire, horny straits you'd be in if you turn into Hormel for lubricant.
Adam Calvert coming up to bat. A runner in scoring position, although 2 out.
I don't know how to put this, but I don't think he's wearing a cup or a jock.
Calvert sends one to center field. Schrenthaler gets the ball.
And that not
Doesn't
only
have to go
got
far.
Oregon out of the inning, that got our listeners out of the inning. I will clean my brain out here in the break.
All right, so what is it? Middle five, score 3-1 in favor of Oregon.
Sucking on chili dogs. All right, the top 5 is brought to you by From Glitter to Gore, Main Street Mount Horeb's only henna, body glitter, and zombie makeover shop. Are you an 8-year-old who just won the lottery thanks to an apathetic cashier at Stop and Go? Or did Nana have another wandering decimal on your birthday check? Stop in to permanently or temporarily be turned into a Ninja Turtle. Or, if the only reason you're working at a Stop and Go is to pay for your hobby of haunting an underpass, getting your jollies from the redneck terrorism of scaring cars off the road, come on and get your creepy clown done by a pro. That's From Glitter to Gore in Mount Horeb.
That was the end of 4 last inning, so top 5 now. Brian Putnam coming up to bat. The number 9 hitter for Oregon. And what's interesting is that despite hitting number 9, Putnam has a .556 average coming into the game, good for 3rd in the Western section among players with at least 9 at-bats.
That is just classic home talent league nonsense. I'm done trying to make sense of this as a sport when it's 0-1 count here while I ramble on over the broadcast. Let's make it 0-2. But when Middleton in the semifinal game last year, when it's win or go home, they start their 55-year-old pitcher, not their ace.
And here we have a batter hitting over 500, batting ninth in the order.
And Middleton, of course, just got slaughtered in that game and didn't make it to the championship game.
Putnam fouls one off, so count remains 0-2.
There's some politics behind just about every move in this league.
Curveball from Brandt, finally a ball. 1-2 now.
He must not like buy his rounds, or he said something about somebody's wife. He's batting 9, even though he's the third best hitter in the league.
Another one taken down low. Count 2-2. So Brandt James, after being up in the count, now even. The windup and the pitch. This one lined over the third baseman. That's going to be a single to left field for Putnam. So staying up above 500.
Man. He's also kind of got that hometown slugger build.
He does.
Otherwise known as portly.
I mean, is that perhaps why he's batting near the bottom in that, now the top of the order can push him over?
Well, just that he's a slow runner?
Okay, we are going to have a pinch runner right now. So number 9, Will Reinecke, who doubles as the team's manager, is going to be pinch running.
Wow, man, what a coincidence, huh?
Of course, for those of you who don't know, in the Home Talent League, they do have a re-entry rule, so Putnam can come back to the game.
He has got a hitch in his giddy-up, too. I don't know, maybe he can't run so well right now, or if that's why he's batting on low.
There's a bunt attempt, but it misses. Or did he foul that one?
I think he just missed it. Well,
whatever the case, the count is 0-1.
No, he must have tipped it because the ump called that one dead.
Okay.
I'm not really paying much attention here at the moment. All right, here we go.
So focus. Galloway, this time he's not. This time he's swinging and sends one deep to left field. It's going to be caught by Tyler Smith. So runner cannot advance.
Nice routine fly ball. Nice to see one of those every once in a while. Everything can't be exciting. Then you're just you don't even raise your voice when someone steals home. Nice to have a normal play.
Dom Maurice coming up to bat. Maurice scored his last time up, reached on a walk, but ended up scoring the first run of the game for Oregon, the first of 3 runs they would score. Takes a first pitch strike here. And Brandt James from the stretch. This time he deals a ball up high. 1-1. James once again from the stretch. Fouled backwards. That one almost came toward the press box here.
Yeah, the backstop is tall, but then along each baseline it's a little shorter. That one ricocheted up on over.
Skin infield here in Ridgeway.
Creepy.
That one's going to go down as a steal attempt. The catcher, or I guess we should say pass ball, huh?
Yeah, the catcher got up out of his stance looking to try and fire that one down to 2. It was low. Couldn't quite glove it.
So Reinecke now on second base, the pinch runner, as Maurice takes a ball. So full count here.
That was another one down low, hitting the dirt. The catcher's stabbing at him. He's not really going after him.
Maurice hits a ball to the first baseman. Easy put out. So unassisted put out by first base. And once again, though, the runner does advance. So that's going to go down as U3, but Reinecke now ends up on third. So Logan Lasky, who scored the go-ahead run last inning, comes up to bat now with a runner on third, swings and misses.
Oregon's been leaving a lot of guys on the pads. 1-5 ball club. They'd sure like to get a couple safety runs here. 3-1's nothing.
Lasky fouls one to the third baseline. So 0-2 count. James has to be happy with a runner on third to be up in this count here. Nursing or I should say Oregon nursing the 3-1 lead. Oregon, and now we have a run scoring single from Lasky, gonna score another. That one slapped past the shortstop, a diving shortstop.
There's your clutch hit. He kind of hung a curveball, went right down the middle, shot it past third base.
And so the decision to put in a pinch runner for Oregon pays off. So Oregon, has scored, we got another single by Schrenthaler here.
Oh, and that one took a nasty hop on up over the left fielder's head.
So that one's going to be a single and an error.
Actually,